Imagine this. The day's chaos has settled, and a comforting silence blankets your home. But instead of tranquility, you feel a familiar tightness in your chest. Your mind races with worries, each thought feeding the next in an endless loop. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Nighttime anxiety is a common struggle, and understanding its roots is the first step to finding peace. As darkness falls, our usual distractions fade. Work emails, household chores, and social interactions no longer occupy our minds, leaving space for anxieties to surface. With fewer external stimuli, our internal world, complete with its worries and fears, takes center stage. The quiet solitude meant to be a respite can ironically become a breeding ground for anxious thoughts. Our bodies operate on a delicate hormonal clock. This internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, orchestrates a symphony of hormonal changes that regulate our sleep-wake cycle, energy levels, and even our mood. It's a finely tuned system that relies on the balance of various hormones, including cortisol and melatonin, to function optimally. Cortisol, the stress hormone, naturally dips in the evening, preparing us for sleep. This decrease in cortisol levels signals to our body that it's time to relax and unwind. As the day transitions into night, our body begins to shift gears, moving from a state of alertness to one of rest and recovery. This process is crucial for maintaining our overall health and well-being. However, for those with anxiety, this decline can be delayed or disrupted, keeping the body in a heightened state of alertness when it should be winding down. Anxiety triggers the release of stress hormones, including cortisol, which can interfere with the natural evening dip. This prolonged state of alertness can make it difficult to relax and fall asleep, leading to a vicious cycle of anxiety and sleep disturbances. Simultaneously, melatonin, the sleep-regulating hormone, starts to rise. Melatonin is produced by the pineal gland in response to darkness and helps to signal to our body that it's time to sleep. As the evening progresses and the environment becomes darker, melatonin levels increase, promoting feelings of drowsiness and helping to regulate our sleep-wake cycle. Anxiety can interfere with melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep, further fueling the cycle of anxiety. When anxiety is present, the body's stress response can inhibit the production of melatonin, making it challenging to achieve the restful sleep needed to manage stress and anxiety effectively. This disruption in sleep can lead to increased feelings of anxiety, creating a feedback loop that can be difficult to break. Understanding the interplay between cortisol, melatonin, and anxiety is essential for developing strategies to improve sleep and reduce anxiety. To understand nighttime anxiety, we must look at the brain's intricate workings. The human brain is a complex organ, responsible for a myriad of functions that keep us alive and thriving. Among these functions, the regulation of emotions and responses to stressors is crucial. Nighttime anxiety, a common experience for many, can be particularly distressing because it often strikes when we are most vulnerable, during the quiet, dark hours of the night. The amygdala, our emotional hub, processes fear and anxiety. This almond-shaped cluster of nuclei, located deep within the temporal lobes, is essential for detecting threats and triggering appropriate responses. When we encounter a potential danger, whether it's a loud noise or a troubling thought, the amygdala springs into action. It sends signals to other parts of the brain and body, preparing us to either confront the threat or flee from it. When we perceive a threat, real or imagined, the amygdala triggers the fight-or-flight response, flooding the body with adrenaline and cortisol. These stress hormones increase our heart rate, sharpen our senses, and prepare our muscles for quick action. This response is incredibly useful in situations where immediate physical action is required. However, when the threat is not physical but rather a product of our thoughts, this heightened state of arousal can become problematic, especially at night. Usually the prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thought and decision-making, steps in to regulate the amygdala's response. This part of the brain, located at the front of the skull, helps us assess situations more logically and determine whether a threat is real or imagined. It acts as a counterbalance to the amygdala, ensuring that our emotional responses are appropriate and not overly exaggerated. However, at night, the prefrontal cortex is less active, making it harder to reason through anxious thoughts and calm the fear response. This reduced activity can be attributed to several factors, including fatigue and the natural circadian rhythms that govern our sleep-wake cycle. As a result, the amygdala's influence becomes more pronounced, leading to heightened feelings of anxiety and fear. Understanding this interplay between the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex can help us develop strategies to manage nighttime anxiety more effectively, such as practicing relaxation techniques, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and creating a calming bedtime routine. Our modern lifestyles often exacerbate nighttime anxiety. Late-night phone scrolling exposes us to blue light, which disrupts melatonin production and keeps our brains alert. Caffeine consumed late in the day can linger in our system for hours, interfering with sleep and increasing anxiety. And perhaps most importantly, the pressure to switch off and fall asleep instantly only creates more stress and anxiety, making sleep elusive. Finding peace in the quiet strategies for calm. The good news is that nighttime anxiety is manageable. Grounding techniques which focus on connecting with the present moment can be incredibly effective. Try the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. This simple exercise can help shift your attention away from anxious thoughts and ground you in the present. Breathing your way to serenity. In our fast-paced world, finding moments of peace can be challenging. However, one of the simplest and most effective ways to achieve tranquility is through mindful breathing. By focusing on our breath, we can anchor ourselves in the present moment, reducing stress and promoting a sense of calm. Breathwork is another powerful tool. It involves various techniques that can help regulate our breathing patterns, leading to improved mental and physical well-being. Whether you're dealing with anxiety, stress, or simply looking to enhance your overall health, breathwork can be a valuable practice. When anxiety takes hold, our breathing often becomes shallow and rapid. This type of breathing can exacerbate feelings of panic and stress, creating a vicious cycle. Recognizing this pattern is the first step towards breaking it. By becoming aware of our breath, we can take control and shift towards more calming techniques. Consciously slowing down your breath can signal relaxation to your nervous system. This simple act can have profound effects on your overall state of mind. When you take deep, deliberate breaths, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's rest and digest functions. This helps to counteract the fight or flight response triggered by stress. Practice the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. This method, developed by Dr. Andrew Weil, is designed to help you gain control over your breathing and promote relaxation. As you inhale, focus on filling your lungs completely, allowing your abdomen to expand. Hold your breath for a count of 7. This pause allows the oxygen to fully saturate your lungs and bloodstream, providing a moment of stillness and calm. During this time, try to maintain a sense of peace and focus, letting go of any tension or stress, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. As you release your breath, imagine letting go of all your worries and anxieties. This extended exhalation helps to expel carbon dioxide from your body, promoting a sense of relaxation and well-being. Repeat this cycle several times to calm your mind and body. With each repetition, you'll find yourself sinking deeper into a state of tranquility. Over time, incorporating this practice into your daily routine can lead to lasting benefits, helping you navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. My journey to quieter nights. Like many, I've battled nighttime anxiety. What helped me immensely was creating a consistent pre-bed routine. An hour before bed, I dim the lights, put away my phone, and engage in calming activities like reading or taking a warm bath. This signals to my body and mind that it's time to unwind and prepares me for a restful night. A final word: small changes, big impact. Remember, you don't have to navigate nighttime anxiety alone. Start by incorporating small, manageable changes into your daily routine. Whether it's a relaxing bedtime ritual, a few minutes of mindful breathing, or simply putting your phone away earlier, these seemingly small steps can have a profound impact on your sleep and overall well-being. And if anxiety persists, don't hesitate to seek professional guidance from a healthcare provider. This video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Always consult with a healthcare professional for medical concerns.